All right, guys, welcome back. In this video, you're going to get an insight about what Wike said concerning the administration of Ahmed Bola Tinubu. So watch this video with an open mind, okay?
Is this not anti-party, or he has a right? Okay.
The party. I mean, working for the president, his argument has been that agreeing to serve, to work in the cabinet of the president, and by having his country, he sought the leadership of his party. So, and they
give him the go-ahead.
It is the countries like America, for example, some solid people, the power, who sometimes go and help people in the opposition, which is the Republican Party. That's happened. I think there was Secretary of Commerce that actually came from. They see it over there as serving their nation. So not belong to them. They has just taken office, has just taken power to succeed. When it comes to their relay bypass, and wherever the administration will be dominated, the government by people from the ruling party. In some situations, the president, an American president, who is this bright guy, the Republican Party, I need to headhunt him to come and serve in my government. At that point, the president will be thinking bipartisan, and it will just that we are talking about now. I don't mean that I've jumped ship or that I've become it's just to serve my country.
No.
So Wike is saying his nation, especially after he came from his party and was not rejected. So if Damagum and others in the National Working Committee of the PDP had said no to go, then you can say it's anti-party activity. But they gave him, according to him, none of them, it's not the first time he's saying it, and none of them has come out to say, no, you lied. We never gave permission to go and work for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and even first time. It's not the first time. Elements from the Alliance for Democracy, he worked in his administration. Not even two persons. Who was his power minister?
Okay, power minister.
Yes,
okay.
And he was his minister. In fact, chairman of an opposition was brought into his administration as a special advisor to former chairmen. Party was administration as advisors. Use and I don't think if we want to see it better, we should kick it. People serving their country.
No
matter. Partisan on this kind of
okay.
That we do.
All right. The minister saying that he will not, he was emphatic, that he will not, the Rivers State State governor. Now, what is the impact of this on the political, in Rivers State?
It's not the first dead people. Even Chief Cornelius Adebayo, who served with even though he came from an AD group, The PDP has found it very soft its internal contradictions. Either you like it or not, Wike is one of the most formidable individuals, in that party. And I visited Abuja in recent times, this past 1 year. I think he also remains an asset to the current government. Yes. As passes that people are talking about new roads. People are talking about everywhere was that. They don't even want to increase in taxi drivers is performing. And ask people. He has been able to distinguish himself. And I think the affiliation. And I think if you look at Wike, even during the primaries of PDP, look at the narrative between him and Atiku. Yes. It was his first time such a thing was happening. Wow. Yes.
Donated his
vote. Because look at the third person that came third, Saraki, 70 votes. A Wike that got 271, just distance of 134. So he nearly won that presidential election. That will tell you in the country, just beyond, Rivers State. So he's an asset. You need to manage him. It's like performing operation on a delicate surgical operation. You want to just remove the organ. You are going to, the patient will die. So if the PD wants to play this politics of principle, they need to show some respect. If the party lose as the presidential election approaches, it's a formidable figure. And it's not only him, article in the last election.
And nobody funded the party more than him.
Yeah, more than him. So when you have such a person, you can't have a people perfect. None of them is perfect. So you must know how to manage figure like this. But I think increasingly it's being pushed to the wall. And I think there's going to be counter consequences.
Rivers. The rift between the minister and the government. That rift can be resolved. Although he said that it's not going to. But if for another being resolved at all,
I think to have the interest of the people at heart, there should be at least a lowest common factor. What it appears party, taking a stream, so it's going to be it's only an act of God that will be able to resolve this problem. But I think the current governor of Ubara has more to lose. He's really looking for a second term. Okay. Wike is not contesting for it. It's guaranteed if APC wins the election. So I think if you know that that's the governor, forget about the fact that you have, paraphernalia of office and you speak. You are the one. And you want, I think he must be able to walk the rope, with a lot of. I will not even allow this crisis to come. I will have managed it. But the first week, after for the first term, first 4 years, is going to be, riding in. And if you ride in turbulence for your first term, how are you sure? Consider even the vote that comes from, Wike's ethnic group. Sure. It's formidable. So, we have different forces that are pushing both sides, and they just think, they get to that feed when the election comes, I think the people will know who is stronger than the other.
Yeah.
The rift, do you see it being resolved? Or do you see, because there's been that the governor might leave, but there's been rumors, but it's not being confirmed.
Increasingly, it's looking like Governor Fubara will leave the PDP. What happened last week, I think on Thursday, when the leader of the party decided to approve Congress held some weeks back, it was that the party was not prepared to side with against Ison Wike. And the way it is now, the structures of the party in the state, that's the PDP, firmly in the hands of Wike. The congresses were to load the state. Ubara's supporters not buy form. The stipulation is that only those who bought forms in the congresses. The congresses eventually produced Aaron Chukwemeka from the faction as the chairman of the party in the state. Yes, that ordered them to with the Congress.
Congress, okay.
But as ruled that, that's the Fed had ruled that nothing must tamper with, that nobody should tamper Congress of the party. And when two courts of concurrent jurisdiction conflicting orders, the tradition is usually the first entity. The governor's people will have found court to set aside that earlier
judgment.
Yes, because by giving an current jurisdiction, that's the state high court, giving that means that first order had not been.
And until it's set aside,
You have to set it aside. We talk about these things. Sometimes you wonder who advises them. They're supposed to be advised by who knows what the law says. That order had not been set aside. They went ahead, they held their Congress. They show up, his support didn't show up. So on that score, they lost. The leader of the party should hand over the to the governor, who is the leader of the party. By tradition, a sitting governor is the leader of the party. True in the APC. But Wike is the politician amongst them. Fubara is not really a technocrat. So some of these issues mean him. But they should have found a way to set aside that order so that that Congress will not hold. But since Congress and is now, we are here that the governor's people have to go and contest government election on the platform of APP. That was the party that had this secretariat bombed. They felt that attacked the place, knowing that the governor intends to use that platform. So if you learn of the structures of how do you install yourself? How do you, that means you can't be candidate of the party because the structures that are completely annexed by an individual.
Sure.
So how do you come out? All elections at that level, all primaries will be based on the Congress. But if you do not have a there, how do you get your own candidate pass through and become candidates? How do you get your supporters to pass through?
Okay. All right, Vike, we have a caller, Benga from Abuja. Welcome to the program.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Yeah. Good afternoon to your guest there. BK, and I enjoy your analysis. But today, I watch your program that I could not miss you. That is a program with you claim that by default, leader of the state. I disagree with you because after our president Bola Tinubu left being a governor that took over, we are not Lagos State. As long as you remain the leader of Lagos State until he now became a president.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you. That's about time. Thank you very much. BK, you want to that?
You see, I'm talking about what your constitution says. What Ashwaju has done is not many people can replicate it. And where people have tried normally, government of the federation should be the leader of the party. But what these governors always say is that the sitting governor, where you have governor.
Okay.
The immediate part, and we are seeing it in places where they are not in control. The leader in Ekiti, we had Adebayo. PC when before Fayemi became governor. Look at Kano. That was the source of quarrel between Karau and Uje. Because the party Ivj against Shekarau, that the sitting governor, our rule says the sitting go and work with him. Shekarau did not like that because had the court structures of the party.
Okay.
But the party did with Ganduje against Shekarau, and the party and went to the. You understand?
Okay.
Many years, the father Ashwaju was called national leader of the APC. The fact that this has happened with Ashwaju don't mean that they vote in their rule, that the sitting governor in a local government, the highest rank political office or House of Assembly member or House of Reps member shall be the leader of in this state. This is what is not the fact that we have a departure with Ashwaju does not mean that is not the two parties, APC borrows some ideas, and they are all. So, but Lagos is a different.
It's a different.
And a lot of the people who have been governors in Lagos died in the wool politicians. You are somebody technical politician. But many of the politicians didn't like him. You know, they felt he was always blocking the access to Asiwaju for staff. So, and then this last person too, not a core sense. So, they are not the sort of people who now go gongu to fight the Capone. You say,
I should be the leader. I should be the leader.
They are not going to do that.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, the veteran. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Conversation. And that's it. That's all on Sunday. Join us tomorrow episode of the program at 5 p.m. You can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode. We are on YouTube at youtube.com/TV Nigeria. Another story where the political has continued healthy political in the South as the gladiators are not ready to view the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory never to support Governor Siminalayi Fubara again in his insisting that it is not about here people that labored to put